Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading, and today I'm using one of my favorite decks, and it's called the Mystic Meg Tarot. So before I get into the reading, I just want to let you know I'm going to be doing a free webinar, and it's called The 4 Keys to Amazing Tarot Reading, and I'm going to be talking about the 4 different kind of secrets to becoming a really awesome, amazing tarot reader. And so I'm going to put the link for my free webinar. It's going to be on Wednesday night, so April the 16th at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to put the link in the About section, and also it will also be in a pop-up in this video. So if you're interested, just click on that link and you can sign up. Okay, so let's get started. So the first card represents the beginning of the upcoming week, so Monday and Tuesday. And we've got the Tower. Woo, drama. Okay, so the Tower is probably, I would say, one of the most intense cards in the tarot deck. It's, you know, very, very dramatic, very intense. And so it lets me know that we're going to be starting the week with some kind of major, either a major event or major emotions. So we might have major reactions to minor events. So it could go either way. And this doesn't, I know a lot of people think the Tower is like a kind of a card of disaster, but it doesn't, I don't get the sense that that's what it's, that's the message it has for this week. So I don't feel like we're starting the week off with a disaster or anything else like that. I feel we're starting the week off with the beginnings of some of our beliefs and long-held opinions starting to crumble. Especially if you've put up kind of an emotional barrier to protect yourself, either in relationships or just in general, you're going to start to see cracks showing in that armor, or in that, you know, in that wall. So how we experience this is our sort of having rigid beliefs about things, rigid ideas, or, you know, putting up a wall of protection around ourselves is going to stop working for us. So it may have worked for us in the past, but it's no longer going to be working for us. And what this does is it kind of stirs up some emotions, but at the same time it can be really exciting, and you can experience this as almost a sense of the beginnings of freedom, which can be pretty powerful. It can be kind of scary, but it can also be really exciting and really, really liberating. So a really exciting way to start the week off. And I'm going to come back to this card and explain it a little bit better, but I want to move on to the second card, which represents the middle of the week, so Wednesday and Thursday. And we've got the Water Queen. And I get two messages, or two kind of feelings with this card. One is that she represents someone in your life who serves as a very wise person who can provide you with emotional support and guidance during, you know, a time where it might feel very unstable, or, you know, where you're having to make a lot of decisions and choices, and things are just very different. You know, you might be dealing with things that you've never dealt with before. And so you're going to want someone who can lend an ear, who's very wise, maybe who has been through these kinds of things before, and but who is not in a place of change and transformation and upheaval in her own life. So someone who's really grounded and stable. So it could be like an older woman, it could be like a mother figure, an aunt figure, or even a man who has kind of those nurturing qualities that the Water Queen has. The other vibe that I get with this is that the theme of this week is all about managing our emotions and using our feelings as a guide, and kind of tapping into that emotional side of ourselves to help us navigate through the week's events. So, you know, there's all different ways that you can go about living your life, and one way that is really quite challenging, but I think rewarding, is to go with your feelings on things and kind of go with, you know, following the path that calls to you and doing things that feel really right for you. So not necessarily things that make sense rationally or doing things that other people tell you you should do, but doing things that really feel good for you and not doing things that don't feel good for you. So using your feelings as like a guide when it comes to, you know, making choices and decisions and deciding how to act. Okay, so then as we get to the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got Air Princess. So it's nice, we've got the two court cards here. Now Air Princess, if you're into the Rider-Waite deck, the Air Princess would be the Page of Swords. But this Air Princess is very different from the Page of Swords in the Rider deck. She is, when I think of the Page of Swords in the Rider deck, I think mental instability, but that's not what this version of that card represents to me at all. I feel like the Air Princess has a really powerful message for us, and it's about release and letting go of particular thoughts and particular ideas that we have. With the whole, and just coming back to the Tower, I feel like this actually represents big changes coming in our lives. So some big shifts, some big changes, and judging from the cards that come after, the Water Queen and the Air Princess, these are good changes. These are changes that are going to help you with your spiritual growth. These are very, very powerful changes, and you're moving forward. Even though it shows, you know, these little figures falling off the tower, they're moving downwards, but you're actually moving forward. That's the feeling that I get with this card. Now, the Air Princess, you know, she's the Air Princess, so she's a very mental card. She represents thoughts. And just looking at her posture here, she has her hands open. It's almost like she's releasing two birds. And I feel like there's a real feeling of release here. And even just like some of the symbols and imagery, seems to be a feeling of letting go. And as you let go of old ideas and old judgments, you open yourself up, and you become free in a way. And, you know, she's the princess, so she's the younger version of the queen. And I feel like this weekend is about sort of tapping into your, maybe not so much your immature side, but the innocence and the freshness that comes when you let go of old beliefs, old emotion, old, you know, judgments and preconceived ideas. But coming back to the queen, I'm just noticing her posture is interesting because she's got this one hand that's almost reaching back towards the tower, and then this other hand that's crossing and holding this this vase with, I guess, this water coming out of it. And I'm not sure what exactly that represents. So if anyone has any if anyone's getting anything from that or has any idea of what that's representing, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear your take on that because I feel like it's significant, but at the moment nothing is jumping out at me at the moment. So just taking a quick step back from these cards, this feels like a big week, and it feels like an intense week, but not necessarily stressful, particularly if you tap into your feelings. And again, I'm kind of talking about the Water Queen here. Tapping into your feelings because they're not going to steer you wrong. So don't worry about making the wrong decisions or the wrong choices this week. If you can tap into that part of yourself, that feeling part of yourself, and let your feelings be your guide, there's no way that you can mess this up. And again, with the Air Princess, it's just sort of a reminder to let go of thoughts and not be too, you know, stuck in your head this week. This is all about feeling and tapping into emotion because there's big changes on the horizon and exciting changes. I'm excited. So have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you so much for watching my video. My name is Kate, and you can find out more info about tarot card reading at dailytarotgirl.com. Okay, have a lovely week. Bye-bye.